Hello, so welcome to the 8 Values podcast. Today I am talking with Ryoma Inosei. He is the CEO and founder of amptalk. Inosei-san, thank you for coming on today. So for the listeners who don't know what amptalk does, what's the 30-second elevator pitch, the introduction of amptalk for the listeners who don't know?
アンプトーク、はじめまして。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
アンプトークの猪瀬と申します。アンプトークは簡単に言うと、例えば Zoom とか Teams とか Google Meet っていうオンラインビデオカンファレンシングツールと、Zoom フォンとかダイヤルパッドっていうなんか IP 電話、いわゆる CTI って言われるようなコンピューターで電話できるような、ソフトウェアとつなぐことによって、それを書き起こししたり、あとは解析することによって、セールス P のセールスレップのなんか効率が悪い部分、例えばあまりうまく話ができないとか、あるいはセールスフォースとかそういうものともつながっているので、そこのなんか入力するのがめんどくさいみたいなところの課題を解決するようなプロダクトを作っている会社になってますと。で、2020年に、創業していて、2020年5月ですね。で、今3期目に入っているっていうところの会社になってます。
ありがとうございます。So you can also just move it this way, whichever as close as you.
Yeah, so just sit.
Is it fine?
Like relaxed, and then bring the mic to.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's good.
Hello. Good. Thank you. Okay, so what's the biggest use case for customers that come to amptalk? What is the number one problem that amptalk solves for them that you hear back in terms of feedback the most?
はい。そうですね。例えば今営業のプロセスって、いわゆるインサイドセールスっていう人とかフィールドセールスとかカスタマーサクセスみたいな感じでちょっとセグメントが分かれていることが多くあって、特に SaaS のスタートアップとか、SaaS の大きい会社、こういったところだとそういうふうにプロセスが分かれていて、例えばリードとして入ってきたお客様に対してインサイドセールスが電話をする。でその後アポイントが取れたらフィールドセールスが商談をして、で受注した後にカスタマーサクセスが、そのリテンションさせるために話をするっていうケースが多いんですけれども、こういった時に、電話した内容って何なんだろうっていうのが、なんかちゃんと後ろに引き継がれないことによって、やっぱりお客さんにとって、体験が悪い経験をもたらしてしまうっていう問題があるので、そこのコミュニケーションコストみたいなところを下げるっていうのが我々が取り組む課題ですね。
And for amptalk, what were you doing that made you see that this was a valuable problem to solve? Could you talk a little bit about what you were doing before amptalk when you thought of amptalk?
Okay.
I'm a little bit too close.
On the plosives.
Right before our current product or
right before amptalk
my
business.
job.
Yeah, so I mean, what was the environment that you were in where you thought of amptalk as a possible business? Or even just simply, what were you doing before amptalk?
もともとアンプトークを創業する前は、私は結構日本の大きな会社で働いていて、そこで言うと、例えば今のさっきお話したようにプロセスが分かれてないようにな形で一人の営業セールスレップが全部やるっていうスタイルでしたと。なんでそんなに問題はなかったんですけども、逆になんだろうな、なんか効率が悪い営業をすごいしていて、例えばお客さんのところに行って挨拶をして帰ってくるみたいな、なんか本当に意味あるのみたいな 営業を結構しないといけなくて、で、そこは結構やっぱペインに感じていて、で、その後私アメリカに2年ほど行っていて、でそのアメリカにいる間にそこもそんなにそのプロセスが分かれているような新しい営業の形ではなかったにせよ、やっぱりアメリカ自体は結構そういうセールステックを使うとか、いわゆるこう我々がやってる領域ってセールスイネーブルメントって言われてるマーケットで、アメリカのセールスイネーブルメントのマーケットってやっぱすごい今伸びてきている。で、例えばリンクトインでセールスイネーブルメントってタイトルについてる人を調べると、人数がどんどん今増えていってる状態で、その領域っていうのはすごい盛り上がってるっていうのをアメリカで見てきていたので、そこは日本にも5年ぐらいラグがあるんですけど、その来るっていう自信があったんで、もう少し日本の、営業のマーケットって結構やっぱり効率が悪いので、いまだにそこをなんとかするっていうミッションで我々は今動いてます。
はい。で最初アンプトーク起業した時お客さんって、すぐアンプトークの商品のなんかすぐだって理解できましたか？
なんか我々がマーケットした方法が、最初にプレスリリースを打った時に Zoom の書き起こし文字起こしをして、でそれがセールスソースに自動で入りますっていう形のプロダクトとして日本で初めてリリースしたので、結構もうそれだけで話題になって、で、そこを自動化されるっていう形でマーケットしたので、すごいやっぱりお問い合わせはたくさんいただいたっていう背景があるので、比較的分かりやすいプロダクトだったかなと思いますね。
And in the early days of amptalk, what was it like? Could you describe, I guess, who was on the team? Did you have any co-founders? And what the environment was like the first maybe 6 months you started amptalk?
そうですね。コーファウンダーが2人いて、で、1人が CTO で、もう1人がAI のヘッドですと。で、この3人のチームで始めて、で、最初の6ヶ月は、エンジニアが、それプラスで2人で、ビジネスサイドは自分だけなので、数十社までをもう本当に全部自分でやってて、マーケティングもインサイドセールスもフィールドセールスもカスタマーサクセスも全部一人でやるっていう形でやっていて、でそれが今良かったなと思うのが、やっぱりこう最初ってプロダクトどんどん改善していかないといけないので、プロダクトフィードバックをガンガン自分がもらって、で自分がプロダクトオーナープロダクトマネージャーだったので、昨日に跳ね返して、で、エンジニアチームとディスカッションしてプロダクトを作っていくっていう形だったんで、ダイレクトにユーザーのペインをイシューを解決するようなプロダクトをどんどん作っていったっていうことができたのがすごい良かったなと思います。
Do you remember some of the feedback that you got from the early stages of the amptalk product? How has it changed until now with all the customer feedback that you've received? なんか最初の the very first product until now, how has it evolved?
そうですね。なんかもう本当にちょっとずつどんどん改善していってるんで、本当に最初の最初で言うと、Zoom と自動で連携してなかったんで、一回 Zoom でレコーディングしたものを MP4 をローカルに落としてそれをアップロードするっていう誰も使わないようなプロダクトだったんでそのめんどくさいっていう意見もあって、それ自動でアップロードするようにとか、なんかそういうところからベータ版として始まって、でどんどん進化していって、で、自動でも連携されるんで、もう全部自動でアップロードされるとか、あとはじゃあ電話の方も解析したいっていうニーズも出てくるので、その Zoom の電話である Zoom フォンとかそういうものと連携して、電話からこうどんどんやっていくみたいな形にしていって、大きいところで言うとそういう感じですけど、小さいフィードバックはやっぱりここの UX 良くないとか、そういうのがあるんで、そういうのをどんどん直していくっていう形でプロダクトが進化してきたような感じですね。
And you said that you had two other co-founders. One is the
Right,
CTO, and the other one is the head of AI. How did you meet them, and why did you decide to create amptalk with them in particular?
CTO はまあ多分良平さんも知ってる私の妻の友達の友達の友達の友達ぐらい当時エンジニアすごい探してたんでもう誰にでもエンジニアの友達いないっていうのは聞いていて、まあ、その中でまあ妻の友達とまあ飲む機会があって、その時に全然関係ない映画監督やってる人にエンジニアの友達いないって言って聞いて、まあなんか一人いるわって言って紹介された人が、まあ、たまたま Google で働いてるエンジニアの人で、まあ、その人と話してでまあ、ちょっと自分はできないけど、まあ、もし友達紹介するみたいな感じでどんどんこう行って今の人に出会った、今の CTO に出会ったっていう感じですね。で AI の方のエンジニアはコファウンダー、リンクトインで1000人ぐらいにコファウンダーになりませんかっていうのを AI のエンジニアにバーッと送って、で多分 10% ぐらい返ってくるんですよね。で帰ってきて会ってっていうのを繰り返して、で今の人に決めたのが理由としてはもうなんかAI のエンジニアって結構技術が好きっていう人も多くて、もちろんでも技術好きなのは悪いことではないんですけど、まあなんか技術よりもやっぱりビジネスイシューを解決するための手段として AI 使いたいっていうところをはっきりクリアに言ったのが今の高信っていうメンバーだったんで、まあ一緒にやれるなって思って、じゃあコファウンダーになろうぜって言ってやって、まあものすごいワークしてますね。はい。
And so at the beginning, you did the press release for the Zoom transcription service.
Yeah.
Has it, and you got a lot of customers from there. Was it easy to grow from that point afterwards until now?
Yeah, I didn't see any difficulties so far. Yeah, it's growing like gradually without any problems, I think.
I guess if that's the case, what is the most difficult part of your job right now as CEO?
Hiring.
Hiring?
Yeah.
Is that the hardest one?
Right, yeah.
And what have you learned about hiring in the past couple of years that has led to good outcomes for amptalk?
I think the culture is the most important thing. So even though like somebody's really like adept at some technology or engineering, if he or she doesn't have like good personality, we shouldn't hire that person. I think like that's our conclusion.
Sure.
Yeah, we haven't failed though. The team culture is really good right now, I think.
When you think about the kind of team that you want to build and the kind of culture that you want to build, what are some things that come to mind about your values or the kind of team that you want to build?
I think we have currently 6 values. First is issue driven. So we should focus on issues that our users have. And the second one is exclamation mark. It's like we have to surprise our users. And the third one is blameless. This is what Shunji actually came up with. So we cannot say be careful or like something like that, because like it's if you make a mistake, like the system itself has some like some issues, so we have to fix the system not to like make the same mistake again or something like that. So
what has been your learnings for I guess amptalk so far, and like what it means to be a good CEO, like in your mind, what does that look like? and like what is the goal or the ideal like traits that you're trying to cultivate here?
I think like the mission of CEO is to create like a great environment for everybody, our employees to work. So like the office is one of the factors, things that I have to tackle, and also like people have to communicate openly. But at the same time, like yeah, なんかフィードバックとかみんなする時も結構ちゃんとまあなんていうかクリティカルなフィードバックもできるように、まあなんかそのサイコロジカルセーフティーみたいなところをやっぱメインテインする、維持するっていうのも自分の役目だと思っていて、まああとはまあ採用、hiring。
And what do you look for when you're hiring? Like when you go to meet somebody or you talk to somebody, what are the kinds of traits that you look for in somebody that's will be a good culture fit at amptalk?
You mean like what's the priority or like?
Sure. So
Could you,
I assume like when you meet somebody, right, like a potential candidate, let's say, right, and there's like maybe a list of 1 through 5 in terms of the priorities of what you're looking for exactly. Like, of course, culture is in there as well, but let's say like skills, salary, like culture. I don't know, but I think for everybody it's kind of different. So I was wondering, like for you, like what are you looking for when you judge candidates?
I think like the first one is if he's nice or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to work with somebody nice or easy to communicate at least. And the second one is skill, probably.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Maybe like salary next. Yeah.
And I think just going back a little bit, you said,
Sorry. I think I would say like なんか3番目はそのなんか学びたいっていうなんか意欲があるかみたいな方が、The first one should be culture or like personality, and the second one is probably like if he's eager to learn or grow. Then the third one is skill.
Yeah. So when you just going back to like a bit of a previous thing, you said earlier that like from the very beginning you found it easy to grow, like to get new clients and to continue growing the user base like pretty consistently. Like what do you think it is about the amptalk product or the amptalk business where it has been so easy to grow? Because it's not always easy to grow like that, right?
Okay. Actually, it was just good timing, and the strategy or the product itself was great because we have great engineers. Yeah, simply that's it, I think.
And when you think about the strategy, how do you think about the amptalk strategy? What is the amptalk strategy in terms of the product and in terms of how you're increasing the market share here?
Sure. So what we decided at the beginning was there are some like transcription services or products in the market, but what we decided to do was, I mean, most companies did create some like communication tools on top of the transcription service. So let's say like it's somebody thought like it's more profitable to like add video conferencing tool on top of the transcription service. So they sell those tools together. But I think that was an issue. So we decided not to like do something wasteful because we didn't want to fight with Zoom or like Teams or like it's dangerous, right? So we decided not. We decided just to do like transcription or analysis or that kind of thing. So we decided to integrate with all the tools that are available in the market. That was the core of the strategy.
I see. And why is that better for the customers that you have? Like to be able to integrate with all of them instead of like the other alternatives. What kind of like what is it about the customer or like the user that's better for them?
Because like they first like they are already using Zoom, so it's like UX wise like it's more natural for them, right? So I guess it's easier for them. Plus we cannot create Zoom, right?
Yeah.
We cannot be better than them. So
I guess for the salespeople that use amptalk's product, it's not so much a change in like their patterns. Like they don't need to learn a whole new software.
Yeah.
They use the existing software that they have, and then everyone else gets the benefits of the amptalk software if they use just the integration. I see. Okay. And I guess what is like the highest priority for the customer when it comes to amptalk software? Like, is there a set of things that they really care about in terms of what your product has? Like I would imagine like accuracy of the transcription must be one, but is there anything else that comes to mind about what the product is like or what the customer really wants in this product?
Yeah, definitely the accuracy is one thing that they care about, but what else? I think, integration is the core. For example, we integrated with Slack earlier, and so like when users add some comments and like sales goal, like it will be, users will be notified on Slack. That kind of integration is really valuable for them.
Okay.
And not so many products do that, so that's one differentiator.
Yeah. And so, like, just going back to the early times to now. So, in the beginning, you said you did all the sales, all the customer success, all the product, and then just quite a lot of stuff was just you were the guy to do that. And now, as the team has grown, I guess you've hired a lot of people now. And then, how has it been making the transition from doing all the work to like learning how to manage and learning how to create the teams? Has it been an enjoyable transition?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I just delegate everything to them now, and I do nothing, right?
Is there something that you miss from the early days of doing all the sales and all the product?
Well, I don't know. Like it was good that I could get like feedback from customers directly, but now like our team members are doing it. But the good thing is we have amptalk, so I just watch like all the sales calls.
Oh, you're using the product
yeah.
amptalk as well.
So yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. And I guess when you talk to software engineers, let's say potential employees of amptalk, what do you stress about working here that like apart from salary, like what are the benefits of working at amptalk?
I think like I don't know, our CTO should answer this question, but as somebody who is not an engineer, I think like our development process is, I think, cool. Well, I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. Ask our engineers, but like everybody is, seems fun.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone seems like they're having fun.
having fun.
It's a good culture.
Yeah, so the culture is good, I think.
I guess for the last couple questions, like when you look back on the stuff that you've learned as CEO since you've started, do you have any advice for anybody trying to start a company as CEO? Like, yeah, what kind of advice do you have for what you've learned in the past few years?
I guess yeah, like what I did at the beginning, he or she should do all the business side if he or she is not an engineer, because like yeah, it's really important to get like users feedback directly, and it will reduce the communication cost drastically. So I would recommend that. But at the same time, the biggest mistake I made was I should have hired 1 or 2 people like earlier than what I did. Yeah.
When did you start hiring? Like you said, you had closed like a few. I don't know how many customers exactly, but do you remember when you started hiring for these roles that you were doing exclusively?
After 6 months after we launched the product, so it's too late.
I see. So I guess would you prefer that you had done it like 3 months in?
Earlier, I mean, right after we released the product.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to know. I mean, like it was used by a lot of users, but we couldn't expect that. So I think like yeah, much I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
the earlier the better.
sure. Okay.
If the product is good, I mean, if you think your product is good, like it's the earlier the better.
I see. And do you have any advice for anybody applying to amptalk about getting past the interview process at amptalk?
Okay. If I don't know if I can speak for like I don't know
Sure.
engineers, but I guess yeah. I mean, we are focused on like culture and the culture and maybe like if the candidates wanting to grow.
So I guess show that in the interview.
Yeah.
It's like show that like you're a nice person and that you want to grow. Yeah, I mean, if you have to show it, then it's probably your.
If I say this to, I mean, in the video, like maybe everybody will pretend.
Well, I feel like it might be pretty good practice just to pretend in all of your interviews that you are a nice person and that you want to grow. You know, it's not. Yeah. So I don't think it's super inside information. I think it's pretty general. You know, like good advice for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ryoma Inosei-san. It was a pleasure talking to you. Best of luck with amptalk, and thank you so much.
Thank you.